Hey chosen ones, welcome to my channel. It is QueenMocka. I'm back with another video. All right, y'all. I'm gonna be trying to drop more long videos. All right, because I know I haven't really been dropping a lot of the long ones, but anyways, yeah, I'm gonna be trying to drop more long ones. Okay, so you guys make sure you guys tune in. All right. So yeah, I'm gonna jump straight into this message. All right, I'm gonna pull from my ancestral deck, spirit guides, angels, okay? And let's just see what message they have for you. Let's just see. But anyways, how y'all been? Drop it in the comments. Let me know how y'all been, okay? So, reunion. All right, something is closing for you, some form of cycle. All right, I feel like you're coming back into reunion with yourself. See, you're no longer on a cycle where you don't know who they are. You're being reunited with your ancestors, okay? You already closed that cycle is what I'm hearing, okay? So that's what they want to let you know, that you are reunited with them. You might be going through some form of spiritual changes, okay? You might be going through some form of spiritual changes, but they want to let you know that, you know, you are reunited with them. You are connected to them is what I'm hearing, okay? I'm not going to take all that. That's too many. Just pull. Okay, yeah. Because they want you to be happy. They love you, all right? You were the lone wolf for too long. They want you to be happy, all right? Let me jump straight into this message. Let me see. I'm going to pull from my inner child healing deck and just see, you know, what are some of the changes that you had to go through? Yeah, grief. All right. A lot of you guys suffer from grief and, you know, you were unbalanced. You know, you were unbalanced with self, the Most High God, your ancestors, your angels. And this is why they're letting you know that you're connected again. Okay. You are reunited with them. All right. So, yeah, that's what, you know, something you had for too many cards. What you dealt with was just grief. You know, a lot of people hurt you. Okay. Yeah, and a lot of you guys had to fend for yourself. You did a lot of fending for yourself. A lot of you being there for yourself. And you guys had to rely on your spiritual team. Okay. With the number 7 to help you grow. All right. From a dark place is what I'm hearing. One more card. Yeah, you found your belonging. All right, you found where you belong. Okay, because that child, you know, your inner child didn't know where you belong, didn't know where you stand, and this is why they're letting you know that you're connected with them. No matter what the world is telling you, no matter what the world is saying, what group or family or situation or place that you do not belong. You belong. You belong to them. You belong to the Most High God, your ancestors, your angels. They love you and they're here for you no matter the changes that you go through because they want to see you happy. Okay, so 2 cards came out. So we have 8 of Swords. All right. And then we have 3 of Pentacles. Okay. Somebody didn't want you to see the truth. Somebody didn't want you to see things for what they were. With this 8 of Swords, all right? I feel like you just didn't know what was going on, is what I'm hearing. Like somebody was keeping you from seeing the truth and knowing the truth. All right? I'm hearing it kept you in a stuck place. All right? I'm hearing that it just kept you disconnected. All right? So we have the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, whatever this was, it slowed you down. All right, it did. It slowed you down. All right, it slowed your finances down. All right. Why was the finances slowed down? Who was this? Knight of Swords. Someone who couldn't be truthful. just someone who could not be truthful. All right. The Knight of Swords is basically just someone coming towards you with information, but I'm feeling like someone was guarding the truth from you. It's just what I'm hearing. All right, so your finances were slowed down because of, maybe because I'm just getting this feeling, and maybe we'll find out later on in this message that somebody was guarding you from the truth of who you are. They didn't want you to see things clearly. They wanted you to remain stuck, disconnected. All right, this is why your ancestors and your angels want to let you know that they are connected with you. All right, despite of the spiritual changes that you're going through, because you found your belonging, you found your purpose. All right, a lot of you guys have to fend for yourself, Queen of Wands, but a lot of you guys are very, very intuitive. You're just someone who's just nurturing, loving, but you're also intuitive. So you probably had some form of knowledge of whoever these people were that were going against you, because you're very intuitive. Somebody was trying to stop you from knowing who you are. Out here being the Queen of Wands. Okay, yeah. They didn't want you to be the Empress. All right. They didn't want you to be someone that is just nurturing, loving. Someone who just has the ability to reach many people. All right. They wanted you to be, you know, stuck, stagnant, not knowing what's true, what's not true, not knowing who to trust. All right. So for a lot of you guys, this can just be family, friends. It doesn't matter. Okay, whoever this reading applies to, it really doesn't matter, because somebody didn't want you to know who you were because you are the Queen of Wands. It's just what I'm hearing. Yeah, somebody didn't want you to know who you were because you are the Queen of Wands. It's a jealous person who leads people in the wrong direction, who isn't grounded, who isn't connected, didn't want you to see yourself. Somebody just did not want you to see yourself. Yeah, because you are a spiritual teacher, a spiritual leader. You are a guide, all right? And you're just someone who people respect, okay? So this person was definitely jealous of you, all right? Because you're someone who is very, very connected. You're very intuitive. And you're a spiritual teacher, and they knew it. They didn't want you to see the truth of that. They didn't want you to see that. All right? So I'm feeling like this person put you through a lot of spiritual changes because they were jealous. All right? That's crazy. But you had to learn to find your belonging. All right? You also had to, you know, heal yourself from grief. All right, you did that. You did that. This Queen of Wands, you did that. Okay, because you are a spiritual teacher. People are meant to, you know, listen to you because you are a guide. So Two of Swords, right, in reverse. People wanted you to be not being able to know what decision to make, but by you being the Queen of Wands, whether you're male or female, right? You was able to see through the bullshit. You was able to see what decisions to make, who to walk away from. Okay, so let me see. Let's see. I mean, whatever you was dealing with, you were dealing with someone that was causing you grief, where you didn't feel like you belonged, and you just seemed like you had to fend for yourself, like you had no one there for you, like you had to take care of yourself. Somebody just didn't want you to be able to make a decision for yourself. People wanted to play with your head, is just what I'm hearing. Okay? People just want to play with your head. That's crazy. People just want, yep. People didn't want you to be able to walk away. Okay? With the Seven of Swords out here. People didn't want you to be able to see the deceptive energy that they were in. All right? They wanted to pretend like they were, you know, bringing you happiness in your life. These are people that you loved. But these people did not want you to walk away from that deceptive energy. Yeah, somebody just did not want you to walk away. Okay, yeah. Because they understand that Seven of Pentacles, like by you walking away, things was going to change in your life. All right, things was going to change for you. You were going to grow. All right, once you understand where you found where you belonged. okay? And you learn to start fending for yourself, loving yourself, planting the healthy seeds for you to grow, all right? And stop being, you know, you needed to stop being so, hold on, where is that? Not knowing what decisions to make for your life. See, you realize you took the wheel of your own life, okay? You decided, I'm not going to let people make decisions for me. And whatever this situation was that it applies to, all right? So, yeah, let me see. Put this over here. Yeah, so whatever this situation applies to, people didn't want you to see the truth. People wanted you to be disconnected from yourself, right? People just wanted you to be so disconnected from self, not knowing where you belong, not, you know, not being able to be connected to your spiritual team, the Most High God, and your ancestors. It's just what I'm hearing. All right. So let's see how these people, let's see. Let me pull from this deck right here. Yeah, let's pull from this deck. So somebody just didn't want you to belong, did not want you to see the truth, did not want you to walk and be the spiritual teacher, spiritual leader, spiritual guide, all right? People just wanted you to be disconnected, okay? Because you're the chosen one. That's just how it goes. Somebody was just, why did somebody, that's what I need to find out. Why did they wanted you to be so disconnected? Why did not they wanted you to not know who you are? Why? Why? Yeah, they wanted you to be alone. Okay, yes, the outsider. You were the outsider, all right? You were the black sheep, all right? They didn't want you to heal from the changes that you were going through that would keep you outside of yourself, is what I'm hearing. Oh, okay. But people are guilty now. They're having so much guilt. They're on a karmic cycle is what I'm hearing. So many people are feeling so much regret for their actions that they've done to you. That's why they didn't want you to know who you were. That's why they didn't want you to be connected to self. That's why they wanted you to not know where you belong. They kept you fending for yourself. You know, as a child, you fend for yourself. You know, as a child, not knowing where you belonged. As a child, you suffer so much grief because people know who you are. They guilty. And see, by you figuring out who you are, now it puts them on a karmic cycle. Okay, now I get it. Okay, I was trying to figure out where this was going, but I get it. Look, they wanted you to be stressed, but you ain't stressed. At the bottom of the deck, they just wanted you to be stressed. They wanted you to be overwhelmed because they didn't want you to know who you were. This is why they hid so much from you. I was just trying to figure out what was going on, but I get it now. This is why you suffer so much grief, because people know who you are. This is why they didn't want you to make decisions for yourself. This is why people didn't want you to walk away from the truth and see their deceptive ass for who they were, because you are the Queen of Wands, all right? But you was very, very intuitive. They knew you were kind of going to figure something out, all right? They wanted you to, and I'm hearing, look, at the bottom of the deck before I cut it, they wanted to take away from this is, playfulness is just basically you being your inner child. Like, literally, this is why you were so disconnected from yourself. At the bottom of the deck is happiness. It's because they didn't want you to know. They didn't want you to realize who you were. Okay, you had to be connected with that inner child. You have to be connected with that inner child to be able to create, and you know, be this Queen of Wands. Very nurturing in whatever you create. Very abundant in whatever you create. Very, very intuitive. You know, people are just so, you know, in so much regret. Okay, because at the bottom of the deck again, they were trying to plant the wrong seeds. They didn't want you to grow, flowering. Okay, they didn't want you to grow at the bottom of this deck. All right. Yep. See, they didn't want you to go nowhere traveling on a karmic cycle. They didn't want you to move. They didn't want you to... Wow. Wow. They just didn't want you to go nowhere. A lot of these people, they followed you from a past life. So these are family members, friends, family members from a past life that followed you, that knew who you were. This is why they've been playing in your face. Yeah. Acting all friendly. Acting like they there for you. Acting like they love you. You know, for some of you guys, this could be a person that you was in a relationship, acting like they was just that love for you, that balance for you. All right. If this is family, it could just be somebody that just, people that you try to pretend and play in your face like they were that balance for you. Yep. Like what they were that link. You realize that they weren't the link. Okay, they were putting you through so many changes. You realize that they weren't that link that you needed. They were pretending that they were that link. And see, because you are the Queen of Wands. All right, this you figured this out. All right, you figured this out. All right, so people just didn't want you to realize, you know, who you were. And I'm just hearing they have so many regrets. They have so many regrets of their actions towards you. All right, I know they do. They didn't want you to be happy. They didn't want you to realize who you were. Okay? Yep, but you decided to change. All right? People was pissed that you changed. They wanted you to keep repeating that karmic cycle. All right? You decided to go through the change. This is why you've been reunited with your ancestors and your angels, okay? And this is why they're always around you. This is why they want happiness for you. And they give you love. And, you know, maybe a lot of you guys don't have a lot of love physically, but you're surrounded with ancestors and angels who love you, who want you to be happy. You are no longer that lone wolf, okay? You're no longer that lone wolf. Yep. Because your awareness was down. All right? Your awareness was down. You weren't aware of what was going on around you because, you know, you were blinded. People had to blindfold on you. You know, they had to blindfold on you. And I'm hearing because of the positions that they played in your life, the roles that they had in your life is just what I'm hearing. They played in your face. And you were so exhausted. Just exhausted of this situation. I'm hearing they're exhausted. I'm hearing they looking ugly as hell because of their actions towards you. Look how ugly they look because of what they did to you. They tried to destroy an earth angel. They tried to take a chosen one out, and this is the karma that they are on. This is their complete cycle for them. Yeah, because your ancestors and your angels don't play about you. All right? Yeah. And you decided to have the courage to fight through every situation you've been through. And because you decided to fight for yourself, you decided to heal yourself. Man, people have so many regrets of their actions that they took towards you because they know that you're a good person. They know you're a loving person. They know you're a giving person. They know you are a nurturing person. Let's be for real. You know, I mean, just people know the things that they done to you, you did not deserve these things. This is why people have so many regrets of what they done to you. Let's tap into their true emotions. Let's figure out how they really feel. Sweet talk. All these people ever did was sweet talk and tell you shit that you want to hear because you love them. Okay? I mean, because of the way you felt for them, not how they really felt for you, okay? You love them. Workplace affair. All right? I just feel like this person could have been a partner and they were cheating on you, and maybe you found out about it. This is probably some of the grief that you were feeling and you needed to heal from. All right? And you kind of probably felt like you didn't belong. But this person sees you for who you are. You had to walk away from this toxic relationship, okay? So we have sweet talk and workplace affair. So y'all, I might do a reading. On this, okay? So I'm gonna put this over here. So, yeah, so somebody just playing in your ears, sweet talking you, all right? Yeah, this person is living a toxic lifestyle. They're just having a lot of addictive patterns, drinking, just into a lot of toxic things, all right? Yeah, but they're just trying to cope. They're trying to cope from their actions of what they've done to you. They know you didn't deserve these things. So these demons and your ancestors and your angels is hitting them. Your ancestors and your angels is hitting them because of what they done to you. But these demons also want their ass to pay up, because a lot of them went in contracts with these demons, okay? And since they couldn't get you, now they got to pay up. So they are coping, and even I'm hearing the coping ain't even helping. It ain't even helping, okay? It's not helping. Yeah. Because they don't love themselves. All right? They don't love themselves. All right? I'm hearing that they see that you love yourself. You embody so much self-love now. All right? You went from a broken place and you elevated yourself. You decided to love yourself and put you first. All right? So this person can see that. All right? This group of people can see that. Yep. Losing sleep. They're losing sleep. Losing sleep. Thinking about the events about you. Worried and replaying. I'm telling you, your ancestors is tearing their asses up. They can't sleep for what they done to you, because they understand that you didn't deserve that. All right? They are going through karma for their actions towards you. All right? As they should. Coming against a chosen one who was sent into your life to help you. All right? A lot of y'all don't even have to really just do nothing. You just have to be there and just be you. And by you being yourself, you healing people. By you just living your life authentically. You know what I'm saying? People learn through you. And people, these people want to stop you from being happy because of it. People want to stop you from being connected because of it. I mean, people wanted to slow you down. But they're losing sleep for everything they've done to you, because they understand that you did not deserve the things that you went through. And they are losing sleep, and they are trying to cope. They are trying to cope. They are trying to cope because you decide to love yourself, put yourself first. They are trying to cope because they can't get no sleep for what they've done. Hold on, too many cards fell out. So when these cards fell out, I'm like, you know what I heard? Take them, okay? So we have, this could be your family, all right? This can be your family that have done this to you, but they are in so much regret for their actions that they have took against you, took towards you, okay? This can be someone that you just created a family with, all right? This is why this person right here that I put these two cards to the side, they used to just sweet talk you a lot in your ear, pillow talking type shit in your ear. You feel me? And this is just somebody that you could have, met at your workplace, and you end up dealing with this person, okay? For you guys take what resonate, okay? Take what resonate, okay? But this person could be a lover or just a family member, you know what I'm saying? Or a group of, just the whole family is what I'm hearing too, okay? But they were a jackass, they were clowns. Now they look like a clown because they're in so much regret for their actions that they have took against you. Yeah, they should feel like clowns, okay? And yeah, they wanted their way. It says my way, my way. They were selfish, stubborn, arrogant, and pride. They were in their pride and their ego. They just wanted their way. They didn't care how they got and climbed to the top. They wanted their way. They were selfish, and they were willing to take you out, destroy you, not tell you the truth of who they knew you really were. Okay, if you guys have a family, all right, if this is your family wanted their way, all right? Your family could have been working with your lover, okay? Your family could have been working with your lover to come against you. For some of you guys, this may resonate with, all right? All because they understand of who you are. So I feel like there's so many people working against you. And you were blinded at the fact that you love these people. Okay? You were blinded at the fact that you love these people. They were all working together to come against you. All right? They wanted their way because they were selfish. All right? They wanted to, you know, they were just selfish. They didn't want you to have it. It's just what I'm hearing. Okay? They just didn't want you to have it. If they couldn't have it, they didn't want you to have it. Look, firestorm, karma, drama, endings, loss, mental breakdown. Man, they are going through karma. They're in so much regret for what they did to you. I'm telling you, for the firestorm that you had to go through, for the tower moment that you had to go through, all the lies, the trickery, everything that they've done, put on a mask and, you know, to try to deceive you. They are going through it. They losing shit. They're going through drama, karma. They're having mental breakdown. They're trying to find ways to cope. They are in so much regret for being a jackass towards the chosen one, for being a fucking clown towards the chosen one. Yeah, I bet their ass is in regret. They were just toxic. Toxic lifestyle, toxicity. They're into toxic things. They are in so much regret for what they've done to you. Their actions that they took against you. All they can do is think about the memories. That's all they got is their memories. And y'all know that the chosen, we so such good people, such loving people. Man, that's all they got. The memories of how you've been there for them. The memories how you just loved them, accepted them, trusted them, you know, valued them, you know, respected them. Just the memories of you being a good person, always being there, always being kind, always being loving. That's all they got is memories. That's all they're left with. So for some of you guys, this person could pop the question. I'm going to put this one to the side too. Okay? So yeah, I'm going to just pull from another deck. So let's see. So we figured out how they feel. Okay? We figured out how they feel. Okay, so let's get a little bit more scoop on these people. Okay, let's see. Let's get a little bit more scoop. Yeah, Queen Rising again. Queen of Wands. Okay, they were so jealous of you, Queen Rising. It doesn't matter, masculine and feminine, it doesn't matter. All right, you're stepping into your power. They didn't want you to step into your power. You're coming up in the spotlight. They want to stop you from reaching success and being in the spotlight. It's out here twice. Yeah, you were rejected by them. This can be family, friends. You just felt rejected. You never felt like you belonged. Out here again. Out here again, you never felt like you belonged. Bottom of the deck, rejected. All right, so this reading is accurate. This is on point. You never felt like you belonged. Okay? You were rejected. Yeah, but they're watching you. If you're on social media, if you're speaking your truth, they are stalking you and watching you. Because you're up and coming and up and rising. You the queen rising. All right. You're stepping into your power. You're stepping into the spotlight. All they can do is watch you. They in so much regret for their actions that they took towards you, for coming against you. All they can do is watch. A lot of you guys are ignoring them. They don't like the fact that you're ignoring them. They don't like the fact that you can just be peaceful without them. Like, how does it not bother you that they're not in your life? How does that not bother you? Yeah. They were drama starters. A lot of them might want to try to come back around and try to start shit because you up and coming and rising and you doing you. Because your glow up is real. Y'all go check out that poem, all right? Yeah. So a lot of people just taking pictures, getting evidence on you, you know, just trying to start shit, you know. Oh, you ain't who you say you are. Don't worry about it. You protected, okay? You ain't got nothing to worry about. They stalking you, watching you. They're obsessed with your energy. They're obsessed with your light. They're obsessed with your glow up. Many people try to dim your light by keeping you hid and out of sight, so nobody will see your beauty from within. These karmas couldn't stomach to see you win. This is why they smeared your name. Y'all go check out that poem, okay? For real. Your glow up is real. They're obsessing over your glow up. They're obsessing over you being in the spotlight. They're obsessing over you doing you without them. All the actions that they took towards you, that couldn't stop you. They're obsessing over your energy, over your light. That glow up is real. Yep, but they're wasting their time. I'm hearing they're wasting their time. They ran out of time, okay? They think they can still have a chance by coming against you, by stalking you, obsessively watching you. But they're wasting their time is what I'm hearing. I mean, you just up there. When you're up, you up. You're up, okay? Yeah, a lot of them are upset, hurt, crying over you, sad. Okay? Yep, a lot of them are hurt. Yep, just watching you, screenshotting, trying to get evidence, everything you post, everything you know, pictures, everything you do. They just analyzing everything. They trying to find some form of facts to say you ain't who you say you are. I mean, just obsessed over you. They're really obsessed. Really, really obsessed. Yeah, trying to smear your name, give you a bad reputation because your glow up is real. Yeah, creeping from the shadows. I'm telling you, they trying to find something on you because all these people came against you to try to blind you to who you really were. And they're having so many regrets because they are going through tower moments and they're losing shit, okay? They're losing sleep. They're losing shit because at the end of the day, they look at the tower moment. Here we go. The tower moment. They're just going through shit because you are the queen rising. They wanted to keep you hidden from yourself. They wanted to keep you hidden from the truth of who you really were. Your gifts, your abilities, your connection to the Most High God, your ancestors and your angels. This is why you came back into union with your ancestors and your angels, okay? When you were going through spiritual changes and, you know, you were getting them spiritual messages and spiritual downloads, all right? Because your ancestors and your angels want you to be happy. You are no longer that lone wolf. You are surrounded by so much love. Even when people try to give you a bad reputation, even when they try to give you a bad reputation, even when they creeping on your energy, trying to creep on you, trying to see what they can dig up facts on you so they can smear your name. That's why y'all got to go listen to that poem, okay? Because my poetry literally be dealing with the same things that my readings be about, okay? Y'all start tapping into it, okay? Tap in. Yeah, because these people are holding grudges, all right? Some of them probably might be working with candle magic because they pissed, but you protected. Your ancestors just dust that shit right off at the bottom of the deck. You protected, okay? You ain't got nothing to worry about from these people, okay? I think that's it from this deck. Let's see. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I'm going to pull a couple of cards from maybe this deck. Yeah, I'm going to close out on this deck. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to pull a couple of cards from this one. And then I'm going to close out, okay? Yeah. A lot of your karmics, they just fan the hell out. You they number one fan. They watch you. They fanned out. Ah, that's funny. Yeah. It can be up to 2 people, okay? 2 people who just doing the most, or yeah, it could just be 2 people that's just doing the most. You could be born on the 8th of a month or just in August, okay? Take this ring off and just keep sliding. Hold on, y'all. Okay. So, it could be 8 people. I mean, you could be born on the 8th of the month, or up to 8 people that's going against you, or just born in August, okay? Yep, your karmic family. I don't know if you can see that. They are definitely in so much regret of what they done to you, how they went against you, all right? Yeah, they stuck in their ways. It's out here again, stuck in their ways. They just don't want to change. They just want their way. You know, it's out here again. They wanted their way. It was just their way or no way. You know what I'm saying? It's in here somewhere. It was either their way or, look, here we go. I found it. I knew I was going to find it. Said, look, their way or no way. They just stuck in their ways, y'all. Look. They stuck in their ways. My way or no way. They just, your karmic ass family. All right. So basically, they ain't trying to, at the bottom of the deck, fishing for information. Same thing. You know, this is accurate, okay? Y'all, this is accurate, okay? Because look, at the bottom of the deck, fishing for information. You know what I'm saying? Look at that. Look at this. Spying on you from fake accounts. Screenshotting you. Okay? Just taking, you know, getting information. Look at that. Creeping on you and your energy. Y'all protect yourself, okay? Cleanse your energy. Because these people really trying to stop you still. They just, they still trying. Even though they going through karma, they still trying. They stuck in their ways, fishing for information, still on the chosen. They just never stop, do they? They never stop. This is why they're going to stay on that karmic cycle. Yep, monitoring spirits. Okay, so your family is just being used. Or these people, you know, whoever this applies to, whatever group of people this applies to for you, they're just monitoring spirits, okay? If it's your family, if it's been just people that you know that just came against you, however it applies in your situation, they were nothing but monitoring spirits, okay, to watch you, to stop you. They were placed in your life so you wouldn't be able to see who you were. They wanted to keep you disconnected from your ancestors and your angels and your and the Most High God, okay? So, they just wouldn't, you know, these people are just never going to change, all right? They fanned out. They just all over your energy, all over you, everything you do, everything you post on social media. I mean, all they do is talk about you. All they do is lose sleep about you. All they do is just, everything about their life is about you. They have no life of their own because their whole life, you know, exists around you, what you doing, how you doing, okay? And, they are in so much regret, all the things that they're going through, all the tower moments that's happening in their life, all their, you know, losing money, you know, over here, their finances is slowed down. Okay, their finances is slowing down. Okay, while yours is starting to grow, things are moving forward in your life, and it's because you stepped into your power. Okay, a lot of these people have so much regret because of their actions towards you. Now that you have stepped into your power, now that you are the queen rising, okay? Now that you stepped into your power and that you are the queen rising, people are in so much regret of their actions that they have took against you, everything they have done against you, all right? All right, chosen one. So please remember to like, comment, share, subscribe. Turn on your notification bells. Y'all, if you guys would like a private reading from me, you have to email me. The email will be in the description. Everything is in the description. Y'all book y'all sessions, okay? Also, if you would like mentorship services, that will be in the email too. If you're into poetry, y'all check out my poetry playlist, all right? Especially that glow up is real. Y'all glowing right now. Y'all are glowing. Y'all shining. Y'all go check that out, okay? And I will talk to you guys next time.